Alrighty, so here we have the dead tree of Rachiuna. I think that's how you say that. So we have settings, we have general settings, so we have English for language or other language options. We have a crosshair, whether you want it in first person or always or off. HD rumble, we're going to turn that off. If you want a solid subtitle background, you want head bob subtitles on. You've got controls, and you've got audio options. Okay, and we do new game. Alrighty, so here we are in first person perspective. So one thing I'll say about the environment is the environment does look really nice. It does suffer some performance issues, hiccups here and there. So that's something to keep in mind with the Switch version. It doesn't look bad for a Switch game, but...
Are people strong? Debatable. When someone gets lynched, does anybody stand against it, whether they approve or not? That thought has been keeping me awake at night. I walk slowly, considering these thoughts. No need to rush like the child I used to be. I enjoy the view of my village. It reminds me of old times, of happy times. I remember every detail of my village. It's comforting to be home. The university in Craiova didn't change me, but it taught me that as time passes by, you lose faith in the old saying, things can't get any worse.
So the reason I'm running is because walking is just extremely slow. It feels too slow. And running feels a little too slow as well. I wish that it was just a tad bit faster. Especially given the amount of ground you have to cover in this game so far. The music's great. I love the music. I love how many translations they got. A lot of translations. The story is nothing to write home about, but it is interesting. It does have its moments. So I do like the fact you can do auto running or auto walking. So you can just use the analog stick to control your movement where your camera's at, which is a handy feature to have. With long stretches of walking, it does make it nice. So there's a map. Where's the sun? The goat. Here's your village.
Mama, it's me! I'm back!
Oh, Andre, I missed you. Is something wrong? Were the people in the city cruel to you?
Don't worry, Mama. Mr. Raoul, the office manager, and the staff played some mean tricks on me before they finally sent me away, but look on the bright side. I'm home again.
Come in, my boy.
Soon, Mama. I'll go and see Daniela and my old friends first. I want to say hi to them right away.
You go and see your friends, but be quick. I made your favorite, Sir Male. Don't be long.
Okay, Ma. Alec, are you there?
I remember this voice. Andre, it's been so long. How have you been?
It was tough in Bucharest, so I decided to return home. How are you?
I'm good. A few days ago, my brother left the village for university. He's now staying in Craiova. I'm excited for him, but I hope he'll return when he graduates.
How's Nikolai? How's Vasile? I've missed you guys.
We miss you too, bud. Are you going to see them now?
Yes, I'm on my way to them right now. I'll see you again later.
So the game definitely does encourage exploration. It doesn't tell you where to go, so you kind of have to figure it out. And I kind of like that, but I also kind of have issues with it. And I'll explain one in a second.
Nikolai, it's me.
Oh, hi, Andre. It's good to see you. How come you're back?
Things didn't work out for me in Bucharest. I decided to return home. I just arrived and wanted to stop by and say hi.
Hi.
I'm visiting all my old friends. We'll talk again soon.
Who is it? Who's there?
It's me, Andre. I'm home.
Oh, hi, Andre. Good to see you again. What brings you back here?
Well, city life was a little hard for me. I decided it's best to come back home and live out the rest of my life in the village I love.
Good, good. A smart decision. City people can be hard-hearted and cruel. It is impossible for people like us to understand them. Why don't you come into my palatul?
Thank you, Vasile. I will soon. I really want to see Daniela first.
She'll be so pleased to see you. Catch you later.
Later, Vasile.
So I think it's interesting the choice they do with the souls instead of the actual people, which makes me think all these people died, and that's kind of ominous and grotesque. Foreshadowing, maybe.
Daniela!
Andre!
It's been too long.
You're telling me? How are you? It must be strange being back in our small village after life in the big city.
Not strange at all. It's just great. I feel great, and the best part, I can be closer to you. Why don't we go for a little walk?
Sounds sweet. Let's do it.
Let's go for a gentle walk. A slow pace through the countryside outside the village.
So, when I initially saw them walking out of the village, I thought that maybe they just went, this way and went up that way, but no. They actually went all the way back down here, literally out of the village, and went off in that direction. Took me a good 5 minutes, I want to say, to figure that out, as sad as it is to say. But that's one thing I don't like about the fact it doesn't actually tell you where to go, which kind of assumes you know. Which later in the game may be an issue. But so far isn't too bad.
The excitement of a walk with a sweetheart can make us forget everything, even our mothers waiting at home. It is so hard to take responsibility over excitement. When we are young, love feels like a shot of strong tuica. Every time we forget our responsibilities, we resolve not to forget them again. It is hard for someone who hasn't seen his darling for years, especially when the relationship is so new and fresh. The time when we believe we deserve them, and they deserve us. We are usually carefree in the early stage of a relationship.
So sometimes during the dialogue, it'll actually force you to walk instead of run. So that's something that I noticed. But yeah, this definitely makes you feel. This definitely is turning into something pretty dark already. Okay, so okay. I think it doesn't tell you. It's with the puzzles, it kind of makes you guess. Like, if I come up here, I'm gonna have to. No, I think it's this one. There we go. That took me a good little while to get to. But I mean, yeah, like I said, the game is very beautiful looking. Again, it does have its issues on the Switch, but it definitely looks really good.
So, do you want to tell me about your time in Bucharest?
I'd rather not think about that now. It was all messed up.
So, are you sorry you made me wait here?
Maybe. Are you sorry you didn't come with me?
Maybe, but our village kept me in good spirits while you were gone.
So, you weren't in a terrible situation like I was.
Not exactly.
I do like how the dialogue is voice acted, so you don't have to read a whole lot. These birds.
He who believes is happy. He who is suspicious is smart. We have the ability to choose to be either. Controlling our thoughts is difficult, but we always do what we please, whether consciously or subconsciously. If a man does not engage with the world, then he cannot fight to make things the way he would like them to be. He can only hope to be content with the way things are. Because all things must change, he will only achieve fleeting happiness. Fighting for change might be hard, but it brings constant satisfaction with life.
Okay, so now we're out of the woods, now into this house. And now you gotta work again in this room. And this is where this is gonna end the review here. Do I recommend the game? If you guys like first-person puzzle games that have walking simulator elements to them, with no clear direction, with no clear instruction with puzzles, it's something worth checking out. I mean, it's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. It's a decent game, but it definitely could be better. So I would think is for the free opportunity. This game is definitely worth checking out, despite its flaws. And I would thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time, and take care and happy gaming.